afternoon. I'm really seeing a lot of people here, and it's very happy to have all of you here today in our meeting. So, welcome in our meeting today with the Youth Break the Boundaries in our session, Istanbul Pre-Orientation. And we will bring you specifically our speaker today to bring the topics Kickstart Your Social Project Orientation. Before we start, perhaps I would like to see some of your faces. So if you can open your camera, we would like to see that. And we also mind you to be as comfortable as you can, be as relaxed as you can, and you can take notes if you want to. You can bring your drinks, bring your snacks, and just please be mindful with our pre-orientations today. So, since I already see some of your faces here, perhaps you can also send any emojis in our chat room on your expression today. Are you happy? Are you excited? Perhaps you can give me a thumbs up and anything, any reaction. Okay, yay. So, I see a lot of faces today, and some of you who hasn't opened your camera, perhaps you can also join us and let's give welcome to our speaker today for our meeting. And I hope you guys have a good time today with us. So, our agenda, firstly, we will start with a presentation for our topic that I just said before. We will welcome our speaker. And then we will continue to Q&A session. So we will be answering any question for all of you, from all of you. And then we will end our session with a photo session. So I hope you guys can be present throughout all of our agenda from the start until the end. Okay? Since I already see a lot of people here, perhaps we can start our session, and I would like to present you our dear speaker today, Miss Shalila. Hello, Miss Shalila. Are you audible?
Yes. Hi, everyone. I'm audible,
Okay.
right?
Yes, yes, you are. So,
Okay.
Miss Shalila here is the General Affair of the Youth Break the Boundaries Foundation, and she will today be guiding you in bringing her presentation about our topics. And I would like to give a warmest welcome to Miss Shalila, and the time is yours, Miss Shalila. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Myra, for opening this session. Hello, everyone. It's nice to see you all here. My name is Kalila. You can call me Chacha. As Myra mentioned before, I'm the General Affairs of Youth Break the Boundaries. And today I will be sharing with you guys about the presentation and our agenda today that is kickstarting your social project at Istanbul Youth Summit 2026. And here I want to share my screen, my presentation. Wait a minute. Is it visible?
Not quite yet. Oh, yes, it is now.
Oh, okay, a minute. Okay, guys, so our presentation today, our agenda today, is about kickstarting your social project at Istanbul Youth Summit 2026. And before I start everything, I want to ask you guys, what do you know about social project? What is social project? You can answer it in the chat box. And Myra, maybe you can help me to read the answer from all of the participants if they answer it in the chat box because I cannot see it. But you can also open your microphone and try to answer what is actually a social project. Okay, maybe I want to ask someone here. Um, Sarah, can you hear me? Am I audible in your device? Or maybe, okay, Sarah, what do you know about Social project. Okay, it's an activity that engage the community and its people to achieve a developmental milestone. There, yes, that's correct. Any other answer about social project? Because Istanbul Youth Summit is actually about the main theme is about social project. So, what is actually social project rather than activity that engage the community? Other than that, any other question? A project that brings change. Yes, correct. So, two people already answered the question. So, yes, social project is actually an activity or initiative that aims to tackle a social issue or solving social problems, and it has measurable impact. So the impact is realistic, it's measurable, and it's community based. So you tackle the issue in community. So you work with the community for the community and give positive impact to the community. So it's from community with community for the community, something like that. And here I want to give example about social project. The first is like environmental education, mental health awareness, and also access to education. Because as we know, there is still how to say that inequalities in education, gender inequalities. Also, there is environmental problem here. And in Indonesia itself, because I live in Indonesia, and I live in a relatively small village. For example, the people in my village, they still uh, sometimes they still burn trash. They burn like leaves, they burn plastic, something like that, which is actually has bad impact to health. And we, as young generation who knows that that bad impact, we can actually help the communities or the people in our village to understand the bad impact, so they can move their activities. I mean, they don't burn trash anymore. They maybe we can start with educating them about the danger of the smoke, and after that it will how to say that it will encourage them to make a healthier choice or a better choice. Okay, so that is social project. And then why social project matters. So we know, as I've mentioned before, social project matters because it wait, someone here answering the question also
So,
related to human rights. Yes, because
yes.
Marawan also, I'm sorry, someone speaking?
Oh, it's me, the moderator.
Okay,
Perhaps I
so,
can help you read the messages.
okay, thank you.
So somebody also answered that social project is a project that solves social problem again, and also initiative related to human rights.
Yes, that's exactly the answer. So it creates social change. It creates social change. It creates positive impact to make better social development. We can say like that. So why it's matter? Because we realize that there is an issue within the community, and then we know the knowledge, and then we choose to share it with the others, and then we put all of our effort into it and make it make a real change to the community to be better. And here it's written here, I'm sorry, a minute. It's written here that encouraging participant not only to learn, but also to actively engage, design, and implement real world solutions. So it matters because the impact is real, it's measurable, it creates positive change in the community. And here, Istanbul Youth Summit position as a powerful change makers is that individuals with the creativity, energy, and determination to transform ideas into meaningful solutions. So what I want to highlight here is that Istanbul Youth Summit is not just a meeting. It's not just a common discussion between people from the corner of the world and the other corner of the world, but you have here you will have a meaningful discussion. You will help this panel discussion during which you will be interacting with other chain makers, so you can present your ideas and the other team will how to say that will assess your ideas. They will actively engage with you and give you input or solution, just in case there is some how to say that there's something missing with your ideas, or probably someone or other groups from other countries, they have a better solution. So it's not only about discussion or competition, it's actually about collaboration. So we collaborate with other teams, we collaborate with other people from around the world to create a positive impact, so that we can make a better community, we can change and give impact to the community. And then, a minute, my laptop is lagging. Oh, pardon me, because apparently my laptop is not working well. Uh, okay. Here I list some local and also global issues. Since our summit is located in Istanbul, here I list some of the problems that take place in Turkey. Previously, from 2021 to 2024, I was also in Istanbul because I took my master degree in Istanbul. And here are the list that actually the problem or which is taking place in Turkey. The first is refugee problem, and then there is youth unemployment, and also sustainability problem. And then with the global issues, we have climate change, of course. We experience it all over the world. In Indonesia, there is some disaster, unfortunately, in recent days that took place in Sumatra and Aceh. And then there is also inequality, gender inequality, education inequality, and also mental health with the young generations. And from here, you can actually pick a case and then how to say that? And then you analyze it, what actually the root cause of this issue. Or maybe if this issue is too wide, you can start small um, by paying attention to your areas, to your local areas. Maybe like I've mentioned before, people burning trash, or there is unemployment among youth, and then young generation who cannot access education because they don't have enough money, something like that. So it doesn't have to be a big issue. You can literally start small and make a positive impact within your reach and within your how to say that miserable I mean, you have to make it miserable. You have to make the impact miserable. That's why I say here, it doesn't have to be big, but you can start small. Okay. Now, this is another interaction uh, with you guys. What will you change and choose one issue that you care about the most? What problem do you want to change? Maybe you guys can answer in the chat box again. If me here in Indonesia, what I experience the most in my city is there is still, how to say that, inequalities in work between men and women, because apparently women, particularly after they get married, they focusing on the families and also raising kids. And it's probably fair to say that women's dream are muted or die after they get married. That's why women usually relatively in a powerless position within the family because of that. Because they don't have any power, particularly in the means of economy, because they will focus on the family and also raising kids. And they depend on their spouse, they depend on their significant others for the income. So if maybe, I don't know whether or not this is also the case in other countries, if they face problem with their loved ones or their spouse or their family, she will be I mean the women will always be most of the times, in the disadvantaged position. They are in the powerless position because they don't have means to um, finance themselves. They don't have means to follow their dream because they already left their family, they left their parents, and they relocate or move together with their husband or the family of the husband. And that's why the inequalities between men and women, particularly in the workforce, are a real problem here. And what I want to change here is that I want to uh, create a program about women empowerment. It can be, it's still ideation here in my head, but that's what I want to do. I want to help people, particularly women, to get better access to workforce. Maybe I can teach them something related with English, because apparently that is the skill that uh, how to say that needed it's needed in this age, in this currently, this era. And here, Myra, can you help me reading the comment section? I think some of
Sure.
the participants already answered the question.
Okay. I really agree with your answer, first of all, and I think some of them also answered some questions as some answers here. So I
Mhm.
see Sarah from Egypt. She said that she would like to change the education quality and then youth unemployment. Also, Hussein Natu said that he wanted to change the sanitation issues. And I see also answer about again youth unemployment. So I see a lot of youth unemployment problem here. And I see some mental health problem. So something that related to the mental issues. And then Mr. Marwan said that he would want to bring peace to the whole world and
Wow.
bring refugee to make less refugees in his country. I think
Oh,
all of these are
wow.
great ideas. All of are noble, and I really, really like to see all of them.
Yes, that's really literally great ideas. I noticed that someone mentioned a sanitation issue. I think that is
Yes,
actually a really good thing to tackle. I mean, that is how to say that it's measurable, I think, and you can do a real work with probably your government. You can do real work with a non-governmental organization. You can send them proposals and then educate the community, and then finally get the government or other how to say that companies, maybe, because companies, they have social responsibility project, if I'm not mistaken. I forgot the name, but they have kind of social responsibility. So they have allocate some of their finance to support the community within which the company located. So yeah, you can. I think that one that underlined the sanitation issue, it's a real good one and it's measurable. And I also I noticed that some most of people say here it's about youth unemployment. It's how to say that it's actually took place all over the world. I'm sorry, just a minute. Okay. Youth unemployment is something happened and took place globally. So that's a really urgent thing, I think, to tackle. And maybe regarding that, we can also encourage them to start with their own. Um, rather than, well, not rather than, uh, some people really want to go to workforce, but we also can encourage them to start their own business, although it's small. Again, you can start your, how to say that, you can teach people to how to make a presentation, or maybe Myra, do you know, I forgot the name, but a proposal. I'm sorry.
Proposal.
Yes, the proposal. So maybe we can teach them how to make proposal uh, to fund their ideas, and then they can finally start their own business, although it's small, because we know that nowadays everything is easier with social media. So like, so if something is viral, if it goes viral, other people will come, and uh, the business can thrive. So yes, the actually the first thing that we need to do regarding the youth unemployment is to give them skill, whether or not it's related to entering workforce, but it's skill related to how they can finally finance themselves, whether it's by entering the workforce or starting their own business. In Indonesia, I'm sorry, the example is all of from Indonesia because I stay in Indonesia. The government give a program, like there is an online program for young Indonesians who want to enter workforce. So they have to like register, and the government will give how to say that, like this, like webinars about the skills that they need to learn, or the materials that they need to know about the skills to enter the workforce, something like that. And I think actually some universities, world class universities, also offering this how to say that, this programs. So regarding youth unemployment, this is just pop up in my head, because not everyone knows about this program provided by world class university. You can actually uh, create a program, but you are the one who connects them, this unemployment, this youth unemployment issue, the people, and together with this program from world class university, from Harvard, from Stanford, I think it's free. So you can create the community. You can introduce them that program, and also you can connect them. You can connect both of them, the materials or the resource here, the free resource from world class university, and also the people. That will make a positive impact, I think. And if you attach this in your CV or in your portfolio, I think that will help you to go into your, I don't know, maybe some of you still a high school student or undergraduate student. This will help you to get to your dream university. I can guarantee that because I did. Okay, so. Okay, this is components of social project. Apparently, because in Istanbul Youth Summit, you guys will present your ideas about social projects. So you have to know all of these components. So state the real problem, the problem that you face within the community, or the problem that you know happening in your country, in your areas, and then you have to decide target groups. Who are your market? You have to know your market. Oh, I want to target youth, young people who are unemployed, and teach them the skills that they need to enter the workforce. So that means your market or your target group are the youths. An objective here is your goal. What is your goal with this social project? For example, if uh, I've mentioned it earlier. I want my community not to burn trash anymore. The objective is to have a healthier environment because the smoke is so disturbing. I mean, people who ride bicycle or motorcycle, they often coughing from the smoke. So that is my main objective. It's also not good for the babies, for the toddlers. So I want to create or yes, create safer and a healthier environment. And then the activities here is your activities or your agendas, what it consists of. It could be, for example, start with a webinar or seminar with the community, and then after that you deliver materials, and in the third meeting, for example, you uh, plan to uh, clean the or together with other community with the communities in my village. Again, for example, in my third meeting I would state that I plan to do we call it here bersih desa, it cleaning the whole village together with the communities. And then the timeline here, you have to make it clear within how many weeks the program to take place. For example, in my project to have a healthier environment, I would say it would be taking 2 months to create a positive impact. For the first 2 weeks, I would do a seminar, and then in third week, I would clean the my village together with the community, and then in the fourth village, and I'm sorry, in the fourth meeting, I would invite probably the government, local government, not central government, because we can start small. Again, I would invite local government to attend and make visit to my village. And then yeah, you can how to say that, you can create a miserable timeline, and also the fifth, the miserable impact, the one, two, three, four, five, the six, I mean, miserable impact. So what is the impact that you want to achieve within maybe within the or first month, what the impact that you want to achieve, and then the second month, what impact you want to achieve, and then the last is sustainability. Why sustainability here is so important, and I want to highlight this very word here. Sustainability, it means when you are gone from your community. For example, if I get another job or I pursue my PhD in other countries, that very program will stay in my village. There are still people who will run the program. That's why sustainability here means even though I'm not here anymore to run my program, even though I'm leaving my community, even though I'm leaving my country, there are still people who will who will make sure that the program, the very program that I create, is still running and still has um, positive impact for the community. That's why we have the sustainable development goals, because uh, the goals is actually not meant for to happen just for once or twice. It means to happen sustainably for a long, long time. That's why. And I want you to focus also on this term, on this thing. So how you plan to make your project sustainable. That's very important one. Okay, a minute. Okay, this is just some of the ideas. From plastic waste, maybe we can create campaign, and then we can how to say that, we can create a campaign and then do a real project like Bersih Desa, I mentioned it earlier, and maybe dropouts, we can create or develop mentorship. We can do webinars for the youth to support them with materials needed to for the workforce. And then we maybe also can do mentorship to encourage them to be young entrepreneurs. And then about mental health, we can create webinar about mental health awareness, because apparently this is a very important issue, mental health. But not everyone, particularly the elders, I don't think they agree or they realize about the importance of mental health. So we can create awareness. We can invite people who was once having mental health problem to be a speaker, something like that. And then the next is social project option. This is the scope. What is this red line? I don't know. Okay, the scope here, it can be individual. You can assist maybe your juniors in school, maybe your uh, younger generation, younger people in your village. It can be also group or local here in your areas. It's wider than your wider than individual or groups, targeted groups. It means a rather general ones, and then global. But I think this is it's quite hard, I think. And then the program can take place like hybrid. It doesn't have to be always webinar or always offline, but you can um, make online and offline as the sequence of the session, sequence of the in the programs. So yeah, this is the scope of the social project. And then the evaluation, usually we also have evaluation in the social project, because that is apparently that is how social project can last. Um, the first thing is the program that you run clear? Is it realistic? What about the impact? Is it impactful? What side or what aspect that you can improve? And then the fourth, is it sustainable? Does other people, or you train younger generation, you train younger people in your areas to run your project? So if you go, maybe they can still run the project and they have the same uh, spirit, they have the same um, mind, or how to say that, same idea in their head, that this is a very important and very urgent thing to do. And the last thing is it SDGs aligned? I think everything that you do regarding social project, that will be SDGs aligned, because uh, SDGs is so wide, so I'm sure it's actually SDGs aligned whether or not you realize it. And then the last, this is the mini assignment. Okay, if you want, you can answer. Maybe this is because in few weeks, I think after the announcement of the participant, we will put you into groups, and you will be discussing with your group about social projects. So you can start with what is the problem that you see, maybe globally, might be globally, might be in your community, and who are your target groups, and then your proposed solution. Is there anyone want to answer the problem that they face, the problem that they realize happening in their local communities, and who are the target groups, and then the proposed solution? If you want to answer, you can just drop your answer in the chat box. Okay. Yes, here I read the comment section. Refugee decreases. Yeah, that's a big issue in Turkey about refugee. I know that. Even some of there is this dualism, not dualism. I think the government itself, they have, I'm sorry, this is regarding Turkey. So the government, some of the government say that they need to return back the refugee. Some of the government say is uh, the opposition party to different parties. I think they are parties, but two main opposition says one of them want to keep them in Turkey and give them means of living. They support them, actually, the government, but the opposition say that they can actually return back the refugee to their own country. Okay, I think that's all my presentation today. Thank you very much for listening. And I love that you guys have an active interaction with me. Thank you. Okay, I will stop sharing my presentation.
Thank you so much, Miss Shalila. I also had a great time listening to your presentation. I think now we all know what actually is social project, how to identify and choose what social project that we want to do, what to include in our social project, and how to grow that idea into real impact and sustainability. Okay, I think it is time to move to our next session, and that is the Q&A session. Perhaps if anyone want to ask question regarding these agenda, you can drop your question on the chat box below, or you can just open your microphone. We will be waiting for your questions. Thank you. Is there anyone want to ask questions?
Uh, Hello.
Hello, Sarah.
Um, Thank you for the very good presentation. Actually, it's morning here in Egypt. I was just kind of half awake, half asleep yet, but it was really interesting that it's very important speech. So thank you for your presentation. And also, I have only one question regarding the participant in the Istanbul Youth Summit. Um, do I really need to have a team with me if like I have an idea, okay, and I'm working on it? But do I have to have a team with me to come to Istanbul Youth Summit? Like if the idea after the incubation or if the idea would go to the people, I need team. Like I need to find people who have the same mindset to me, the people who want to change like me. So but when I go to Istanbul Youth Summit, like my idea still I'm working on it, the solution itself and how we'll apply the solution. So do I really need to have a team with me or just to go by myself?
Okay, I will answer your question here, Sarah. So, the group I mentioned, or I mean here, is the group among the participants. So you don't have to bring your own group from Egypt to Turkey, but we will group you with other participants here in Istanbul Youth Summit. Maybe one group will be consisted of like 3 or 4 people, if I'm not mistaken. I forget about it. But you will be grouped with other people is who are also the participants of Istanbul Youth Summit. And don't worry if you because apparently you already develop your ideas and you develop the solution, you think about it. Uh, if you are active in the group, you can be a leader and you can how to say that you can lead the other people in your group to how to say that to go with your ideas, or you can collaborate with them to make it even better. So you don't need to bring group from Egypt because it's all from the participant of Istanbul Youth Summit. And what I want to highlight here is that the how to say that the awards is not only for groups but also the best speaker, the best team, the best speaker. So although the assessment is in group, the judges will also assess individually. So you compete and you discuss with as a group, but you also compete as an individual. So if you stand out, if you really stand out, the judges will automatically see it, and maybe you could be the best speaker or the best presenter. Is that answering, Sarah?
Yeah, okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah, for the question, and also thank you, Ms. Shalala, for answering. Is there any other questions, perhaps regarding the event or the social project?
I'm also open for question for Istanbul Youth Summit in general. Maybe if you guys want to know when is the announcement for fully funded participant, or other things related to Istanbul Youth Summit, I'm open to the question. And I just want to let you know here that the announcement for fully funded participant will be on the end of this month, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but before 2026. I can guarantee that it's before 2026. Okay, you can open your.
Oh, someone is actually writing on comment section. I will read it for you. For candidates who have completed the interview, when will the final results be announced?
Yes, I said it earlier. The announcement will be in the last of this month, in the end of this month, by the end of this month, I mean, probably from 26th to 30, if I'm not mistaken, or 31st of December, because there are a lot of participants and we have to make a list. So the participant would take like several days to send to you guys. Okay.
Okay, there are also other questions. When can we get invitations letters for the visa process?
Okay. Amna, okay. The invitation letter for visa process, uh, actually, the people who already paid the first payment, the first installment payment, they will instantly get the uh invitation letters and also required documents to support your visa, because apparently some of the countries, I mean Turkey, um, have rule regarding some of the countries they need to make a visa, and some of Turkey's embassy, they process the document longer compared to the others. I mean, it depends on the embassy, Turkey embassy in your country, whether or not they need a long time or short time to process your visa.
Okay.
Yes. Nafis also answer your question, Amna. Thank you, Nafis, for also answering the question. Okay. Maybe I see here, Marawan, can you open your microphone and just ask me the question?
Okay, first of all, thank you so much for today. So, well, since we're talking about social projects, I was just curious about one thing. Has there been, like, can you provide us or tell us an experience that somebody has actually taken their social project to the next step and they've actually done it in real life?
Okay.
Yes, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Marwan. That's very interesting question. And yes, actually, I forgot the year, but if I'm not mistaken, it's 2023. Is Melody here with me or Aldi? Are you guys here with me? Because I didn't join the summit at that time, but there is this participant from Indonesia. He's from Indonesia. Yeah, he's from Indonesia, and he proposed a social project. I didn't know what I forget and didn't know about the social project that he proposed, but he secured a funding from one of the judges. Okay, so I think you can find it in the website or Youth Break the Boundaries website, but I forget about him. I forget about the social project because apparently I didn't join the summit at the time. But he successfully, how to say that? He successfully delivered his ideas and then he got funding from one of the judges. Is that answering, Marawan, Mr. Marawan?
Yes, that's good enough. I was just wanting an example. Thank you.
Thank you. Muhammad Alamgir, you can open your microphone.
Thank you so much. It's very comprehensive and insightful presentation. And thanks once again. I just want to know, like, I think it's a compliment with the brothers' questions. So every participants we need to have our own social project, isn't it? So the fact is, like, because we at the end of the day we will work in a group. So that means, like, if there's everyone has to have their own social project and we're gonna work for the group, so what's gonna happen, like, so is there anything like our project cannot be selected, or but what's gonna happen actually? So I just want to know, like, if everyone has their own project, so why we need group, and for those group, I mean, which project actually we're gonna work?
Okay, thank you very much. That's a really good question. I know some of the participants will ask this. So you will be grouped based on your SDGs, based on your how to say that, based on your project. So you will be grouped with the other participant who will probably propose or have a project that is similar to you, because apparently we'll group you based on the SDGs that you selected. So instead of try thinking it this way. Instead of competing with other participants in your group, collaborate with them. Maybe they also have ideas that can be implemented in your social project, or you have a great ideas that can be also implemented or answering the issue that faced by other participant. Just collaborate with other people in your group. I hope that's answering the
Yeah,
question.
thank you so much. I got the answer. Thank you so much.
No worries. Is there any question left, Mayra, in the chat
So,
box?
just one more question. May I know like how many fully funded actually seats I mean available for this? Because
Okay. I Well, I don't know yet here at this time, because that's out of my capacity to answer. I will be asking the committee who is responsible for deciding about the number of the fully funded participant, and maybe we can answer you in the next pre-orientation session next week. Is that okay?
yeah. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Hopefully.
thank you. Anytime.
Okay, so there's actually one more question from Miss Amna, and she asked, I'd applied for fully funded and paid first batch before deadline, but I don't receive any document for visa process. I'm asking because visa process time for Pakistan's is a bit long.
Okay, thank you so much, Amna, for confirming this. Now I will reach the team, and then can you send me your email in private chat?
Okay.
Because I
She's
will.
not sure. Perhaps she already sent you her email.
Okay. So I will reach the team and make sure that they will send you the email.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Shalila, for the help. I think that is all for the question. I believe there is no more question unanswered on the chat box. Yes, there's none. And since we already reached the end of our session, we can, as I said before, we would like to thank again once again Michelle for helping for our session today, and thank you also for everyone who has attended. And we would like to move to our next agenda, and that is photo session. So, for anyone and who's here who can open their camera, please do open your camera for your presence, and we would like to take a picture for all of you who attend this meeting. And also, operator, perhaps can help me with the photo taking. Okay, we will wait a little bit more for anyone who wants to open their camera. Okay, I think that is all. Operator, please do help me take the photo. I will perhaps count from 1 to 3. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, once again, perhaps another pose. You can do that. Okay, I will count again from 1 to 3. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, Miss Shalila and Youth Break the Boundaries team. Thank you so much for the participants. I hope this session is informative and very helpful for all of you. And we would like to see you on our next presentation. Thank you. Have a great day.
Have a good weekend, everyone. Nice weekend. Bye bye.
Yeah, and thank you so much also.